Hi guys, hopefully a simple little project. This is the controller I use for my Nico vaporizer amphibious car, originally for a fast lane hover glider, which was a hovercraft type thing. So it has tank steering, steer the right motor, steer the left motor. You will notice though that there's no on-off switch on it. That one actually is the same as pushing both at the same time. I seem to remember. I'm not sure. But it's not an on-off switch anyway. So what I thought I'd do, the other day I bought some switches. I'll see if I can take it apart and find somewhere to add a switch. It'd be nice if it was right on the front there. So let's have a look inside. Come to think of it, I don't remember what that switch is for. Oh, different sizes. Oh, how annoying. Okay, top two were bigger, middle one shorter. That one's shorter. And that one's a long one again. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, okay, so the middle ones are shorter. Take the battery out as well while we think about it. Right, we're going to come apart easily. Yes, well that's nice. So, where can we stick an on-off switch? I'd have liked to have put it right on the front, but that means we'd have to have some wires coming out from here to get to it. I suppose logically, could we fit one in there on that side? That would make a lot of sense. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it back together. I had to put the aerial out the way. Okay, so we could have the switch sitting just there. That would be out of the way. That's what I'm thinking. Put it in there. I have to bend that side up a bit to get around that little bend just there. And probably super glue and baking powder to stick it in place. And then obviously we need to bring some wires there from here. Well, we could just intercept the battery wire there, run a wire down to there, and back again, back to there again. As long as it doesn't get caught underneath there. Oh, that's interesting. Teo. I seem to remember that somebody said Fast Lane had been taken over by Teo. Well, you learn something every day. Don't know how old this is. It is pretty old. Right, anyway, that's what I'll do. I'll cut a little slot up there. Then that can sit down in there. Bring a wire, 2 wires, from there to intercept the battery. I'll do that and then show you what I've done. Super glue and baking powder. It'll probably break loose eventually, but for now, that'll do. Worst case scenario, I'll have to put some little nuts and bolts through the case to hold it in place. But at the moment, that's what we're going with. Right, I've just released the circuit board so we can have a quick peek underneath. So that's our battery wire, the red one. What I'll do is I'll desolder it from the battery tag, solder it up to the switch, and then put a separate wire from the switch back down to the battery tab. I'll also arrange for it to be off when it's in, like that, and on when it's out. So that if it pushes against something in my carrier bag, it'll push it to the off position, not push it to on, so we don't run the battery down when it's in the bag. There's our switch, on when it's out, off when it's in. So put it back together now. Make sure that wire doesn't get caught up in anything. I'll just tidy it up out the way and put the cover back on and put these fellas back on as well. Back together. Long screws, short screws, long screws. Battery that way round. Okay, so currently off. That's on. Off, on. So if we do that, we get a red light. If we push it that way, we don't get a red light. So when I chuck it in the bag, carry bag, it doesn't run the battery down by operating. Quick check, without the body shell on there, obviously. What does happen if I press that button? Nothing. Must be a extra function on the original hover glider that we don't use on there. I was having trouble with this last time out. There seemed to be a problem with the batteries, but I've checked the batteries, they're okay. So the only other thing is, I think one of the motors may be on its way out. Because it started going slowly. Either that or the receiver is overheating. It's supposed to be running on a 6-volt battery, and I'm running it on a 2S LiPo, which is 8.4 volts when it's fully charged. So we might be overheating it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.